King Charles is set to host the first state visit of his reign when he welcomes South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa to the UK. Joined now by the former UK High Commissioner to South Africa, Lord Boateng. Hello to you, my Lord. Thank you for joining us on the programme this morning. Talk to us about your hopes and expectations. Talk to me about your hopes and expectations for this visit.
This is an important visit for Britain. South Africa is our major strategic partner on the continent, our biggest trade partner. Britain, too, is a major investor in South Africa, and the bonds are strong. But there are a number of key issues, climate change, the foremost amongst them. South Africa is very heavily reliant on coal. It needs at the same time to see jobs created, so delivering on the outcome of the Egyptian COP will be hugely important, both for South Africa and, of course, for Britain. And it's the first in King Charles's reign. And that, too, is significant because King Charles has a long-standing relationship with Africa, built up over many years, with him making a significant contribution, of course, to the preservation of Africa's environment and wildlife.
Yeah, and of course his boy is very much involved in Africa, as well as was his former wife. There are challenges, though, aren't there? I mean, South Africa is, and I've been there very recently, they have significant problems when it comes to energy, economic stagnation as well, and the president himself is not without controversy.
I was present yesterday at South Africa House, and I think the theme for President Ramaphosa's visit will be no one left behind, that no one in South Africa should not benefit from development, that the real challenges they face should be addressed. And they see trade and investment as a very important part in that. But South Africa also demands, and rightly, respect. It won't be lectured about its stance, its neutral stance in international affairs. And it looks to Britain and the Commonwealth as equal and respectful partners. And the Commonwealth indeed provides a good context for that sense of mutual friendship, responsibility, but founded on a relationship of respect for individual sovereignty.
We very much remember Nelson Mandela coming along to have a state visit, I think back in 1996. Now, I remember him addressing both houses of Parliament at the time. That visit went down very well indeed. Can Cyril Ramaphosa expect anything along the same lines?
There was something, of course, very special about Nelson Mandela that no one can hope to emulate. But Cyril Ramaphosa is someone who's made a real contribution on the world stage and indeed to peace in Northern Ireland. He was a major interlocutor during that very difficult time in helping negotiate the peace accord with Sinn Féin. He's someone who is rightly respected as someone who understands the needs of business, who understands the importance of building a dynamic economy. So I've got no doubt that this will be a successful visit, but it needs to be a visit that is rooted in mutual respect and understanding of the challenges that the whole world faces around climate change. And the UK has an opportunity to become, for South Africa, a major strategic partner in addressing the issue of climate change. And I think it will do that.
I wonder, my Lord, if you could talk to our viewers this morning about some of the controversy surrounding the Cullinan diamond, suggestions that our Queen should not wear that today, that it would cause offence to our South African friends and neighbours. What is the controversy surrounding it?
I think there just needs to be an understanding on all sides that history is a complex matter. We need, in the UK as a country, to face up to the reality of our imperial past. We need also to recognise that there is a case for the return of many of the artifacts held in our museums. I don't think the issue of a diamond in a crown is going to mar the relationship between the UK and South Africa. But I do feel that it's very important that we understand the complexities of history, that we face up to our responsibilities and for some things that were wrong, and that where we can, we make adequate and proper reparation. But the key, and this is what I've found both as a High Commissioner and indeed as a cabinet minister with responsibility for the Africa Commission, the key to good relationships going forward is respect for the past, of course, and its complexity, but above all, respect now in terms of a relationship of equals. And I think South Africa and Britain can do that. South Africa is a great country. It's been through many trials and tribulations. Britain has played its part in that. But let's not forget either that whatever British governments in the past have done, the relationship between British people and South African people has always been one that has been based on that respect. We saw that in the anti-apartheid movement when Britain and British people, whatever the government's position, when British people were the forefront of the struggle for freedom in South Africa. And we need to build on that relationship between peoples. I remember when I was High Commissioner, rugby brought people together. Sport can bring people together, and one believes and hopes that South Africa and Britain have a great future together, but one based on respect for each other's sovereignty and building a future together.
Yeah. Who are you supporting in the World Cup to that end?
I want Ghana and England to be in the finals. And if we achieve that, that would be a great thing for both England and Ghana. After that, well, it's in the hands of the gods.
Good answer. It's good to talk to you, my lord. Thank you.
Good seeing you as ever, Kate. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.